Ooh, how's everybody doing? Okay. I read a lot of your comments. I'm so glad that a lot of you liked the Pluto series, and a lot of you have some fascinating questions. First of all, thank you for your donations. Please keep them coming. Uncle Fernando has a lot of experiences down here in Florida. I'm going to do another gift for you, which is I know it's consequences of the new management. Is that I'm going to start recording the conferences and giving you bits and pieces of it. It's still been debated if we should go that direction, because many people might just wait for those clips and actually go and pay for the conferences. So it's something that we are expecting to do in the future. But I think it's time now, as we get closer to that January 16th, what exactly it is that I'm going to be talking about in these conferences, and why I don't actually televise them on YouTube. Also, I want to be able to express to you certain truths and principles that I cannot do in YouTube. It has to be in person or on a public platform that doesn't include television, YouTube, because it cannot be allowed. But if it's done in an intimate setting, which is why I only allow no more than 15 in these conferences, unless I do a major one, like I'm going to be doing in Detroit, which will be my major conference. But I like to do small groups, like weekend conferences, because I have more one-on-one with you guys, and then we can focus on specifically what your situation is, and then what you do to propel you forward, in whatever direction and desire is that you're coming to see my conferences for. Right? So think about that. Now, today we are going to talk about Pluto in Libra, the opposite polarity of Pluto in Aries. Oh, you see it, right? Don't you? You see it, don't you? Oh my God! I made this watermelon, black cherries, bananas, watermelon. You let it sit outside and you mash it. They put white Bacardi. And it is as tropical as I am. It's absolutely delicious. 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 I couldn't say the bad Pluto drink I had the other night. But this is delicious. Delicious. I can't tell you. I haven't even tried it. Just the smell gives you 1,000 promises. Mm. Oh, God. Ooh. Okay, it had a kick. Thank you, nature. All right, listen. This is the situation. Pluto in Libra, the hijacker, quick attack, 1-2 punch. Ooh, with Pluto in Libra, you have the beginning of the Renaissance. Pluto going around a revolution around the zodiac. When it does a complete circle, 26,000 years, right? Precession of the equinoxes. That's a whole revolution around the zodiac. We live many lifetimes where we are the same sign over and over, but we don't stay in the same revolution. We go, I'm a Virgo here, but I could be a Virgo here, but it's a different revolution. I can be a Virgo here, but that's a different revolution. It's higher, 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 until you reach God and divinity. Everything about Virgo you need to learn, you've learned through a series of infinite incarnations. The same with all of the other signs of the zodiac. Pluto represents, like I mentioned in Pluto and Aries, these revolutionary cycles, and also minor cycles. The long count, like the Mayan calendar, and the short count, book chains, as they mentioned. Okay? Astrology also has the same system and level of measurement. The Mayans were not unique in this. All races and cultures have their own systems of measurement and of calculation of times and cycles. That's not new, it's just relative. boom, da da da. Mambo, the mambo, not cha cha cha, mambo. Tito Rodriguez in the 1950s. Mm. It makes me so happy. It really does. And being here in this state also has made me very happy. My skin glowing. I read many of your comments. I look better, I'm healthier. I've been judging not at all. Not at all. It's like a rehab. Rehab. Okay. And again, in keeping with Libra, Pluto in Libra. Again, in period, the era of good feeling, but really, really the Renaissance. The Renaissance heralds Pluto in Libra, and there was a burst of art, culture, literature, fashion, even. You know, we moved from the Dark Ages now to the era of the Renaissance and the good feelings. We're talking now about the 1500s, okay? Really, the 1100s. After the Moors were turned off from Spain, okay? We're talking about after the Saxons in 1066 AD. We are going into the 12th, 13th, 14th, really the 15th century is the Renaissance. Okay? That's Pluto in Libra. And there was a revolutionary feeling of refinement. So many wars, so many crusades. We were tired of so much war, war, war. Finally, we had a sense of, oh wow, things are going to be better now. Too much bloodshed. Even the smell of the air was nice. And man began to respect each other, greet each other, uh, respect each other's abilities and each other's ways of being. People were more cordial, more polite. Art, literature. It was a breath of beautiful cultural, artistic expression of human beings. It was the first time in the revolutionary cycle that we acted more like human and less like animals. That was Pluto in Aries. But Pluto in Libra, man has become much more refined, much more cultured. People could read and write. Back in the days of Pluto and Aries, no one knew how to read and write. People were barbaric. They ate food raw and they shit on the street and pissed on the street. Now we got toilets. We got outhouses. We live inside homes that are nice and decorated. There's decor. Now we can brush our teeth. Society grows and evolves. And Pluto represents those cyclical long count changes in a revolution, which we see when we see a difference from one age to another. When we move from one age to another age, we are dealing with Pluto. And what destroys the age, which allows the new age to come in, is Uranus. Uranus destroys the current culture or the current age. And then Pluto, along with Uranus, obliterated. And then comes in the new age. This is something that occurs over and over and over again as we go around the zodiac as a revolution. And this explains cultural anthropology, history, sociology. It's all been done the same, like it says in the Bible. Nothing is new under the sun. It's all been here before, just different revolutions of it. Each revolution will advance as a human race. The movie Star Trek, that's a revolution, and they started out like we are now. What about Blade Runner? Remember with Harrison Ford, where the cars were in the air? You know, a highway in the air. That's us in the future, but in a different revolution than where we are now. Pluto and Libra. Are you getting it? Mm. Oh. It might need a little more split. The orbit of Pluto is 248 years. 248 years it goes around one revolution. Uranus has a revolution of 84 years. So in 84 years, the planet Uranus goes around the zodiac. That's a revolution. Okay? The planet Neptune has an orbit of 176 years around the sun. That's a whole revolution around the zodiac. Okay? So for I was born with Neptune in Scorpio. The next time Neptune will be in Scorpio will be another 176 years. All the planets have cycles. Jupiter is 12. Venus is 6, is at 8. Saturn is 29 and a half with midpoint cycles of 7 years. So this is what I'm going to be talking about in my conferences. How to know your own cycle so that you know when to invest in money, when to buy a house, when to leave, when to know. These things can happen if you understood the cycles of the planets as they pertain to your birth chart. Most people that come to me for a birth chart are millionaires and people with money because they know this stuff. They understand this stuff. This is not a mini minimum. This is science to this, ladies and gentlemen. So come and get it. Come and get it in my conferences because that's what I talk about, which I cannot talk about on public air. Pluto in Libra. Oh, to be. Cha cha cha, ajiri cha cha. So, how does Pluto in Libra? Because I gave you a universal and a cosmic cyclical interpretation of Pluto as it goes around in revolutions. I discuss how Pluto in Libra globally affects culture, literature, music, society. The best of the best rise when Pluto enters Libra. And this has happened in every revolution. If we study history and go back, you can see even the Egyptian. I mean, it goes back, but but what does this mean when you are born with Pluto in Libra as a person, as an individual, with Pluto in Libra? And let's say you're Libra and you're born with Pluto in Libra. What does that mean? Many astrologers, especially the ones in my day when I was growing up and I was a student of astrology back in my teen years and early 20s, we were told by professional astrologers back then not to pay attention to Pluto, not to pay attention to Uranus, not to pay attention to Neptune, that these are transcendental planets and they deal with ruling generations and world events and cosmic time clocks of shifts of epochs, which we learn in history, right? The different epochs and periods of history are reflected by the different changes in the dial of the heavens. Yes, we kind of know this. No. But many astrologers told us to not do readings about these planets in the individual personal birth chart because it doesn't pertain to the human ego and personality. And I believe this. But I'm 52 years old and I've traveled the world more than once. And I have learned that Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus are important to discuss in the personal birth chart. It does affect the person individually. The thing is that the astrologers going back 40 years did not understand it. And there were many books written by top astrologers that actually told you that this is still not understood. You know, it's a process. But the astrologers that were being raised, that was me, my generation, will one day know and understand it. Well, I'm 52 years old, and many of these astrologers are dead. So that means that I'm the top, along with my fellow generational astrologers, to rewrite the history books concerning astrology and reinvent and redefine these definitions as it is pertaining to the individual horoscope. And let me tell you, Pluto in Libra does affect the individual, especially if it's born with Saturn or the Sun conjunct Pluto. I'm a Virgo, and I was born with Pluto in Virgo. So I'm a Plutonian. If you are a Libra and you were born with the Pluto in Libra and you're a Libra, then you are what we call a Plutonian. You want to know what a Plutonian is? You're looking at it. We are strong, arrogant, conceited, determined, bloodthirstily ambitious, determined to succeed, and we make it look easy. Pluto and Libra. And not to mention that with Pluto and Libra, you're strikingly good looking. And even if you're not, people will bow down to you. Anyway, Pluto accepts no compromise. It's all or now, or do or die. Oh, that. I. Pluto in Libra, or the seventh house. Mm, mm. Piece of watermelon. Mm. We are our own person. With Pluto conjunct the sun, no one tells us what to do. We do what we want. We listen and answer to no one, and that's the only way that we will be. If you like us, then hang out with us. If you don't, we are equally unimpressed. That's rough, but that's Pluto conjunct the sun. You want to kill the motherfucker or the bitch. I know. I have a lot of enemies and very few friends, and my entire family has abandoned me because they said I'm a narcissistic motherfucker. But that might be the case. But you know what? I get shit done. And if you're Plutonian, you're about getting things done and about something, whatever it is personally to you. And you are going to embody that principle, even unto death. That's deep, baby. That's deep. That's deep. But you know what's deep? My attitude. If I don't re up this bitch, because I need to put some more alcohol here. But I'm gonna let my assistant for 2 minutes say hello to all y'all. Go ahead, come on, say something. Man. She's learning.
Hello. Yeah, I was listening to what he was saying, and I'm learning. I definitely didn't understood the process of planets with Pluto being a Plutonian, but I'm getting to know him more since he's talking about himself and the Pluto in Libra. I really don't know what to say.
Well, you say just enough. Just you say just enough.
Okay.
She say just enough. Yeah, I'll take over right here.
Because he's the one with the knowledge.
Oh no.
Listening.
Listen, you gotta give young people a chance. You gotta give them a chance. Okay. I can live forever. I gotta train other astrologers sooner or later and create a team. So if any of you are interested, send your applications. I'm gonna have that available because I'm gonna need, as I keep growing, I'm gonna have to, and I only accept the best, and I will train you. So listen, you all gotta take my school. I got a school. I gotta really take care of that. I got no staff to really handle that. I'm expanding too big. Because I am amassing an empire. Don't get it twisted, or I will not be a Plutonian. We want it all, and we're gonna do it all, but we can't do it alone, or it will implode. So, guys, thank you so much for your donations. Keep it going because it pays. It helps the young people, and we gotta keep everybody fluid. Money has energy, and this is not going into my pocket. So, guys, please be able to understand that this is a global family. And for those of you who have personal issues, you'll be able to discuss it with me personally during the paid subscription. Because you're like if I'm going to be called Uncle Fernandez, it's someone that takes care of the flock, takes care of his youngins. That's Pluto in Libra. Now, I'm 52 years old. My Pluto has progressed from Virgo to Libra. And it was when it progressed to Libra that I became a millionaire. So understand that with that kind of power of Pluto, there's no way that it's going to tame or compromise. You have to understand that when you're born with Pluto conjunct the Sun, you are larger than life, dramatic, even histrionic, definitely a narcissist in behavior. Let's hope, because narcissism is a serious situation, and we do have a lot of us in that category as well. But please understand that the reason for the narcissism when you're dealing with Pluto conjunct the Sun, especially in Libra, is that we have something to offer. We have something to give. We're here to change a dynamic that's been long outmoded, and now it needs a revamping. This is Pluto. The energy of Pluto is to destroy outmoded, outworn forms. So like that Uranus can give new energy to a new cycle, which Uranus gives a hint. Oh, See, the beat, oh, look. You know, somehow the music attracts these energies. With Pluto in Libra affecting the ego and the personality, it really depends which planet it is conjunct or opposing or causing a square. A cardinal square is different than a mutable square and a fixed square. The most difficult of the squares to Pluto from Mars or Saturn are the fixed squares. This is where the life can be at stake with these particular angles and midpoint also to Pluto and Saturn particularly. Pluto and the Sun and the midpoints are something which I have not touched on YouTube, but I will in the paid subscription. The midpoints in astrology are just as important as the aspects and the signs and houses and planets themselves. But that's a high active esoteric intelligence that I'm not allowed to discuss on YouTube. Oh, the big. Uh, okay, oh, but I'm telling you, Florida does wonders for me and for my skin. I'm sorry. This is my Pluto, the arrogance and the narcissism. I rise with the sun and set with the sun. This is Pluto conjunct Virgo in 1967 when I was born. So, what was your Pluto like? Pluto in Libra, like I said, is the attack. People have a notion of Libra being very sweet, very kind, very loving, very nice. Uh, my manager in New York, Corinne Green, said it best. I'm nice until I'm not. And it was so funny and so cute. But that is, Libra can shift gears on you. And when they kill, they go right for the heart or the right for the jugular with no psychological or emotional remorse whatsoever and can walk out of your life like you never existed. You gotta give it to the motherfuckers. I even admire that. That is fierce how this sign does that. Like you never existed. Pluto in Libra. Mm. If I start wiggling again, I ain't gonna stop. I won't be able to finish the video. Uh, the complexity that's found in Libra with Pluto there uh, gives a notion that in order to bring balance, a radical decision has to be made. A drastic decision has to be made. So drastic that there is no coming back from it. It destroys relationships, destroys its fears, its total mental and psychological annihilation. Its fears. Pluto in Libra is the hostage, the sharp attack, a one-two punch, and the third punch is the kill. All with a smile. Pluto in Libra, the strategist, the killer with a smile. This is Ted Bundy, who was a savage, but clearly had his major midpoints in Libra. And Pluto squares Libra and the ascendant of Mr. The late now Ted Bundy. Baby, you have to be on guard that any real or imagined threat or offense made to the person born with Pluto in Libra should be resolved quickly, right away. Otherwise, 1-2 punch and it's over forever. Pluto in Libra, the seventh house, the house of open enemies. Pow! Guys, donate and thank you so much. 10 minutes? Ah, they didn't do it.